Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Jimmy. I have a product review today for you guys. This is for the Samsung Galaxy Buds. This is the white version. I believe they do have a black version as well. Let me give you guys a little peek of what it looks like on the inside. So this charges your earbuds on the go, and you can charge it in the back here so it holds that charge by USB Type-C. Connection, the same one that I use for my Samsung S10. I just wanted to mention that I do like these more than the Apple Pods because aesthetically speaking, the Apple Pods, the design does not sit well with me. So I wouldn't have bought those anyway, even if they were the only ones on the market, which they're not anymore. There's even more on the market besides this and the Apple Pods, right? It looks like an afterthought, the way they're kind of sticking out of your ear and someone just came by and cut the cord on you. That's what it looks like to me, so fashionably speaking, they don't really fit my style. These, as you can see, sit right inside your ear flush, and it kind of looks like you have a little piece of plastic in your ear as you're walking around. They don't feel that heavy in your ear, and I think they feel comfortable, and they fit pretty snugly for what they are. Considering that they have some weight to them, you wouldn't expect them to be as flush as they are, but as you run, which I'll touch on this later, they do tend to lose the seal around your ear, losing bass frequency. We'll touch on that later. But as far as the most important thing I want to talk about is the use of how I use it and the charge. I use this when I work out. I usually run for about an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours when I'm out. And I like to be able to think that I can rely on this product when I'm outside away from a charger. There's nothing worse than using a piece of technology, whether it be your phone or watch, some sort of wearable technology that dies on you and you have nothing to charge it with. And you gotta carry this thing with you and you could possibly lose it or damage it, right? Otherwise, I'll just go back to using the corded headsets or earbuds that are corded and they're out of my way anyway. And they're a hell of a lot cheaper. This went for about 120 bucks at the time and still sells for about $119 at Costco or even online retailers. So I don't carry the charger along with me. I know that it charges on the go, but when I'm running outside, I want to carry as little with me as much as possible. So I will just charge it in here with the Type-C, take it out like this, and this is how it pairs to the phone. So right now it'll say, oh, you have your earbuds out. Do you want to connect? You go ahead and press yes. So having this case is a necessity for a few reasons. Number one, it charges your Galaxy Buds as is on the go, but also you need it to have your phone recognize it. I've tried connecting it without the case, but you definitely need the case, I think. And some people have lost the case and you're kind of out of luck at that point. So don't lose a bud, both buds, or the case. Now, according to the website here, they can get 13 hours of battery life when you're on the go, and the case doubles the charger, which we've talked about. One full charge provides up to 6 hours of playtime, and the charging case provides an additional 7 hours. And it shows a picture of you charging in the back of your phone as well, which you can do, which I have never tried, but I believe that is a really cool idea, draining from your phone into here, but that way you only need one charger, if that makes sense. So a lot of cool ideas, a lot of innovation that goes into these things. I understand why it's priced so high at this time. When it comes to the charge that it holds, I do think it matters to the user. If you're constantly playing with the settings by touching it and starting and stopping songs and talking to your friends through your Bluetooth headset here, I think it'll drain it a lot faster. And if you're playing at high volume, also will drain the battery a lot faster. So things like this have a lot to do with the user. I will use mine at moderate volume so I'm not blowing out my eardrums, and also to conserve battery life. The last thing I want to mention when using this product is how it sounds when you're using it, right? Because that's the most important thing. I believe, who made this? AKG, the sound is by AKG, a very well-known, prominent sound industry monster, right? They make wonderful quality products. They've actually worked with Samsung to get wonderful sound out of these things. I think the sound is good. Bluetooth already compresses the signal, and the MP3s are compressed. So really, what are you working with? The sound quality in itself is not like it's really high def. So AKG, I think, is a nice name to it, but it's not like you're going to have this crystal clear, amazing sound. It's regular MP3 sounds that you're dealing with here, okay? Now, the connection itself, you can walk pretty far away from your phone, and when you have your phone on you as you're running anyway, there's no real static that's going on. The signal is clear as it can be, and it sounds pretty good. The only issue is when you're running, it gets a little maybe sweaty or moist around the actual Galaxy Bud. It may not be as tight after quite some time. It might fall out a tiny bit, although I've never had them fall out. I've never had them kind of go whoop into my hand, like, oh, I almost lost it, right? That's never happened to me, but they do kind of lose their seal a little bit, so you can try and change out the rubber tip here. But I think it's fine the way it is. I've never had to change mine out. I have a pretty normal size ear hole, so I think it's fit fine for me. But as it loosens up as you run, the jostling of your head, just the overall movement can cause leakage of bass frequency in your ear. And you'll have to kind of just remind yourself to go ahead and push it back in your ear. The problem is when you do that, you might accidentally stop the song, start and stop as you adjust in your ear. Kind of a pain, but that's just the way it is. And also I should mention as well, when you're using these, you will have the Galaxy Wear app on your phone, and there you can see how much charge you have left. You can also update the software in your Galaxy Buds, and you can also EQ the sound based on if you're listening to a podcast, hard rock, orchestral music, or whatever through here. Maybe you're listening to a motivational book or podcast. Well, that's a different EQ that thankfully you can control simply through your app for Galaxy wearable technology. Do I think is this a reasonable product to purchase? I do, especially if you're into tech. If you think the one that you're wearing right now with the cords or the big bulky headset is fine, then by all means, I would continue with that. Because with this, there's more reliability issues, there's more of a charging issue, and you can easily lose these. And this can be served as more of like a cumbersome thing more than anything else. And also, it's very expensive. I've washed my other earbuds with the cords in it in my shorts several times, and they still work. Try washing these just half a time, you're screwed. Okay? So please enjoy them. If you do buy them, leave a comment below. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.